In this tutorial, I'm going to take a quick look at how to add a simple linear gradient to an app. You could add a gradient using an image. To make things easy to change in the future and to allow us to cater for multiple screen sizes, we're going to do things in code instead. To start with, just create a new project in Xcode. Select Single View Application and name your project Gradient Background. Now go ahead and save the project and then open up the viewcontroller.swift file. Our linear gradient is going to consist of two colours, a top colour and a bottom colour. For the top colour I've chosen red 15, green 118, blue 128, and for the bottom colour I've chosen red 84, green 187 and blue 187. Okay, now we're going to add the top and bottom colours to an array and then also set up a locations array just so we know where the top and bottom colours start and end in the gradient. Okay, so now we're ready to add the gradient to our view. So first declare a new CA gradient layer and then add the colours array that we declared earlier and the locations. Then we need to set the gradient layers frame, so make it the full width and height of the view, and then add it as a sub layer to the view so that it appears right at the back. So now hopefully when we build the project we should see the gradient layer displayed in the view. Okay, next we're going to refactor the project a little. If we wanted to use the gradient anywhere in the app at the moment, we would have to copy and paste the code, which isn't ideal. So instead, we're going to set up a category so that any time that we want to add a gradient to the app, we can do so directly from CA Gradient Layer. So create a new class and call it CA Gradient Layer plus Convenience. Okay, we need to change the CA Gradient Convenience class to an extension class. This is so that we can extend methods on the CA gradient layer directly. So we're going to create a method called turquoise color. This will allow us to directly create a gradient from the CA gradient layer class. And what we want to do is copy and paste the code from our view and just put it into this new method. And then return the gradient layer directly from that new method. Okay, with that in place we're able to call CA gradient layer .turquoise color directly. This will return an instantiated gradient. Then as before just set the background.frame and then add the gradient to the view. Now when we build the project everything will look as it did before. So now all gradients are managed in one location, which makes it easy to change things out in the future. Now if you wanted to add any more gradients you just go ahead and add them to the convenience class and they'll be accessible via the CA gradient layer class.